Hi there, Dave here, that Foreign Bloke, in a very windy Udon Thani. Yeah, we've got a bit of a change of weather. It's got a lot cooler, especially in the evenings, and because of the cold wind or the cold weather that's moving south, it's bringing some strong winds at the minute, as you can see, blowing stuff all over the shop. Finished my jobs over there. I put in a couple of lights and a daylight sensor and fixed, ready for return of a dog who's been a nuisance and has been sent back to us. But it's blowing so hard, it looked like this roof was going to blow off the old animal house. So I've been doing some remedial work trying to strengthen it a bit, because when the gusts come up, it's not, the minute it's not so gusty, but it comes very, very gusty, and the thing was lifting off, and like some of the wood is rotten, so it needed more than just a nail going down through the metal. It needed wire through the metal and round the wood under, so it didn't just lift the nail out. Anyway, that's all done. I'm absolutely excited. I've got about half an hour before work, so I'm going to chill out for a bit. Okay, it's my break time from work. It's like lunchtime in Sweden, but it's evening here. As you can see, it's dark. These are the two lights that I did today, and they're connected to a daylight sensor, dawn dusk sensor. So I did test them with a black bag thing that you put over, and it came on. But I wanted to see how they looked when the lights come on and it's dark. I mean, if you go around that way, it's pitch black. It's pitch black out towards the farm there, but yeah, these two work fine. So Joe potters about and does stuff here, that's why I put that one there, and that one's for Lotus. He's coming soon. I was supposed to be going and get him today, but I didn't get around to it. Anyway, I'm going to feed what dogs are here, and then I'm going to have a bit of a break. Good morning, it's Friday. It was a bit cold in the night and this morning, but it's a bit better now. The sun's shining anyway. It's getting there. We're off out into town and get some breakfast and do some things. So yeah, come along. Once again, nothing left on my. Apart from that, I don't ever eat that with my stew. But yeah, good breakfast here. We're gonna go to Lotus, but we're gonna stop off at a couple of places, small things. Alright, the kitty cafe, or if it is a kitty cafe, it's opening anytime. They had the monks there when we came before, so yeah. Not sure what's what, whether it is a kitty cafe or it's just called Pear and it has pictures of kitties. Anyway, let's go, and John wants to buy some seeds, and then we're going to go to the Lotus. Okay, slight change of plan. I think we're going to go to the Ford dealership. They're the same company, but we're going to go to the Ford dealership that's on the south side of town. The problem that we've had with the car ever since it was repaired after we came back to Thailand a year ago, so for approximately 1 year, that problem is still there. Anyway, it's becoming a bit of a pain in the arse, so we decided even though it's the same company, we're gonna go to the other four dealers and ask them first their advice. I think that the computer thing is on its way out and needs changing. I don't really want to have to do that. It'll probably cost me an arm and a leg, but we'll go and see what they say. John's been to buy seeds anyway, so we've got one thing done. Yeah, the weird thing is that once it starts, apart from the occasional cutting out in the very inconvenient situation, the car runs just fine. Everything works just fine, and I would like them to tell me if it's this computer thing that, I don't know what they call it, engine management system, could be blinking, faulty, whatever. Because like I say, I don't think it's anything loose, because it doesn't change when the car's put still. It's only a case of turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, turn on, turn off, and then it suddenly, miraculously, everything's fine and dandy and ready to go. Before that, it's dead. You can't. It won't turn over. It won't do anything. It'll just alarm for 1001 different things that's not wrong. So yeah, we're at the next stop now, and I'm just waiting for Joe. But we had a little quick discussion now, and I'm having second thoughts now. I don't know whether they will do anything or be able to offer any advice or any help or anything else. I get a feeling that I'll just get some really stupid answers like, oh well, you've got hardly any diesel in the tank, or some ridiculous thing that's got nothing to do with it whatsoever. The last time we took it in to the place where they repaired it because of this problem, they had the car for a day and a half, and they said there's nothing wrong with it. They've driven it here, driven it there. And of course this is the problem as well. The minute, it's like going to the doctor, the minute you take something in, you go in with it, everything's fine and dandy. So I don't know, I'm just a bit at the moment with him. Alright, we come to Lotus's. We rang and spoke with a girl who worked at the garage, but she doesn't work there anymore, at the Ford dealers, I should say. And we're a bit unsure what to do. I can't be doing with it, trying to explain everything, because they just don't seem to understand what the problem is when I explain it. Anyway, we're going to go and do some shopping, groceries first. Alright, we're not going to take the car. We've been in Lotus and we're on our way back. Joe's not feeling too good. Just going to stop and get some medication here in this place. I usually get it from here, PK. So that would be that. Okay, we're back from town, and I've got about 45 minutes until work, so I thought I'd take a little bit of a walk. It's nice now. It's about 25 degrees, so it's not too hot, and there's a bright blue sky, and the wind has stopped blowing. So yeah, good weather for a walk. And then it'll be work, and it'll be the weekend. Jo's not feeling well, so she's gone to bed to have a lie down. I'm not feeling great, so I've gone for a walk to try and feel a bit better. But yeah, the way it goes. Okay, it's Friday night. Working. I'm just about to take my break, and Jo's come out. We've lost a duck today, and Macro was barking like mad. One of our egg-layer ducks. Another one now. We're down to 4 now. But Macro was barking like mad again, and most of the ducks are in the pool. There's a few just come up now. And we think they come around the pool from the other side, obviously, not past Macro. And he's barking and barking and barking at them across the pool kind of thing, and they come this side, and the ducks have piled into the pool to get away. But Jo was over at Guy's farm, which is over the other side there, and she came back and she said she heard a duck. And then we're the only ones with ducks around these parts, and I think they'd already taken one duck, but it had escaped and was shouting and quacking and in a bit of a panic. And anyway, she went to try and look for it, but it was getting dark and it's very muddy over there. So, but there's a lot of dogs. I could hear them all barking and whatever when she went round there. And he's the one who's been trying to shoo them off. But of course he sees them or smells them coming on the other side of the pool, so he's barking away. Anyway, all part of the fun of having animals on the farm. Guys, good morning. It's Saturday morning. Cold night, cold morning, but it's a beautiful sunny day. It will be nice later. Not too hot, about 28 I think. and I'm just sitting out drinking my tea, but I'm well clothed because, as I say, it's not exactly warm at the minute. I'm just feeding the dogs. This is what the dogs normally eat: rice, chicken and dog food, dog dry food. So yeah, need to cook up more chickens today, which is all part of the weekend fun. Cooking chickens. I tried to time it so that I don't need, or we don't need to be cooking chickens in the week. So yeah, got that to do. I don't know whether to go and buy fresh or take some out of the freezer. I do have a lot in the freezer, but I'm tempted to take some out and get them used up a bit. It's getting a bit warmer now, the sun's up, and as I say, I'm feeding the dogs. I usually feed them 9 in the morning and 7 at night, approximately. It's about 10 to 9 now, so it's getting all a bit warmer, but it's still a bit nippy in the house because we don't have heating and we've got like cold tile floors. Everything is made to be cool, so when it's not very warm, it's extremely cool. Anyway, it's a lovely day. Okay, we finally come to get Lotus. He's he was extremely glad and very excited, and he's sitting on the back of the pickup with Joe now. So yeah, we take him back to the farm, to his place, his new place, because he's moved now. Alright, he's home and he's glad, and he's peeing on everything, marking his territory and what have you. He's, for those of you wondering about why dogs are chained up, this one is the absolute worst. He is just a murderer, a mass murderer. When he gets loose, he just goes to wherever he can find things to kill, and he kills a lot of chickens, a lot of ducks. So yeah, he's well tied up, chained up. But he's in a new place, so he's not quite sure, because he didn't used to live on this side of the farm. He used to live over there where Sci-Fi lives. So he'll have to get used to it anyway. Alright, we took him to see his brother, but they weren't very fussed on each other, but they were shouting at him. But he's a bit unsettled still, and he can hear his brother barking from over there. Yeah, took him some food. We shall see if he's going to eat. Eat your food, huh? Lotus. King, king, king. Ah, king, king, king. Good morning. Just come up to, good morning, good afternoon. It's Sunday afternoon, Sunday lunchtime, but I'm not doing anything at the minute. Not been feeling great, but I wanted to show you Macro has killed a snake. There are a lot of snakes at the minute, and there's one less of them. Yeah, I've just prodded it out with a stick here a bit. I hate snakes, absolutely hate them. So I'm glad to see the back of it. Another one gone. Okay, Sunday about 3 o'clock. We've come out for lunch at the Super Porn Gayang, Khao San Quang. Khao San Quang Gayang is quite rare in these parts. Well, in Udon Thani, not in these parts. If you go to Khao San Quang, which is about an hour's drive away, you can get it all over the place. Anyway, yeah, we're gonna have some grilled chicken, Khao San Quang style, and we've got some soup and some dried beef and som tam and all goody goods. Right, everything's arrived. Som tam, sticky rice, grilled chicken, tom sep, dried beef, and all the extras, vegetables. Looks very good. Still going here. Everything is excellent, apart from the noise of the traffic. It's a bit tight on the ring road here in Udon Thani, and it's a very busy spot, unfortunately. But can't complain about the food. Right, we've come to Lotus's after lunch there. I was absolutely stuffed. It was really, really good, so glad about that. Anyway, we're going to get a few things. fancy a bit of ice cream actually, but I don't know, we'll see. Okay, no ice cream for me, just some bread, milk and butter. I made the cardinal sin, which I do sometimes when I'm here, of buying the wrong butter. I usually buy Anchor, but the unsalted has the red label on it and the salted has a blue, but I'm used to salty butter being the red label and of course I've mixed it up. It's the red label when it's in Sweden and the blue label when I'm in Thailand. So I bought unsalted butter, so Jo said she can eat it, but I can't eat it, I think it's foul. So I got some salted. Anyway, we're done here. We're going to go back to the farm, I think. Okay, back from town. Nice lunch, quick stop in Lotus and then home. Still not feeling great, so I'm just going to chill out for a bit, I think, and then feed the dogs, but it's a couple of hours before it's time for the dogs to get fed, so all is good. Guys, it's a beautiful Monday morning, Monday the 1st of December, and been out, fed the dogs, fed ourselves, had breakfast, haven't we? Yeah. And I wanted to answer again comments about our dogs. He's a good boy, aren't you? Yeah, you're a good boy. It seems like people, or certain people, have misunderstood what I said last week about why the dogs are chained up. So I'm going to clarify that once again. Right, we own 11 dogs in total. 11 dogs, 5 of which are here, 6 of which are at the house. Of those 11, only 4 are chained up, the rest are all free. 2 of those 7 live inside a run, the other 5 are free. Those 4 are Macro and Lotus, Cafe, our golden retriever, and Sci-Fi, the 3-legged dog. Macro and Lotus we saved. They killed chickens. They were dumped on us on the farm at Nadongoi. We would go there while the workers were there and they'd be there starving. And we eventually started to feed them. And when the workers went, we thought they were the workers' dogs. These 2 were left behind. Unfortunately, they were going into farms and killing chickens. So, to save them, Jo brought them back here to Nadongoi, to Ban Suan. In the beginning, they weren't chained up, and I thought once they had a proper home, got regular food, well fed, like all the rest of our dogs, they would stop killing chickens. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. They would disappear to another farm, kill chickens, come back sometimes with a chicken. But they didn't tend to come back with chickens. They just killed them. They weren't hungry. They weren't killing them because they were wanting food, which is what I thought. They just have a bloodthirsty streak in them. So these 2 dogs needed to be chained up. There was no other option. So that's why they're chained up. And they still, if they escape, they kill our ducks. They go to other farms and kill chickens. They have to be tied up. There is no other way that we can keep them. Now, they have a life. They are not, on a short leash where they can't do anything. They have a life and they're lucky to be alive. So that's Macro and Lotus. That's 2 of them. The 3rd dog here, Sci-Fi. Really bravo boy. Sci-Fi was one of our pups that we gave away. The rest of the pups we sold. We would have sold him as well, but because of somebody fairly close to Jo, insisting that they had him, we gave him to them in January when he was about 2 months old. He bit people when he was in their care. He wasn't our dog at the time, he was in their care. They paid compensation and sorted out that, but they decided they no longer wanted him. He's a dog who bites, you know, he's that. He was brought back while we were in Sweden and chained up here because he bites people. So Zhao's niece fed him and took care of him until we came back. Unfortunately, he got injured while we were away as well. And as he was the dog he is, nobody could go near him to get him to take him to the vet or to do anything. When we came back, he was lame and his circumstances weren't very good. We have made him much better for him. We now take responsibility for him. We take care of him. But he wasn't our dog when he was biting people. Our dogs haven't bitten anybody under our care. And he doesn't bite people under our care unless they are, you know, come in unauthorised or whatever. He only bites imposters, don't you? So there's no question of us being fined or us taking responsibility for him biting people. He wasn't our responsibility. Just like his parents weren't the responsibility of the breeder that we bought them from once we'd bought them. He wasn't our responsibility once he'd been rehoused and adopted by a new owner. Unfortunately, that owner didn't want to take responsibility and do anything about anything to stop him biting people, and just decided to bring him back and dump him on us. The fourth and final one is Cafe. Cafe is a golden retriever. He's a lovely dog. He used to live on the farm. Unfortunately, he's a free spirit, and he was the survivor of the 3 dogs that got poisoned. They would go off here, go off there, causing trouble. They were all free. Cafe survived. We took him to the house. Unfortunately, I thought that him being enclosed in a walled garden with a high gate and so on would keep him out of mischief, but it doesn't. Cafe climbs trees. He can get out over a 6-foot wall and over a gate. And as you may or may not have noticed, our house is on a 6-lane highway, one of the busiest roads in Thailand. We cannot have him escaping and running free. All the rest of the dogs at the house are free. Cafe isn't. So I would appreciate it if people would understand that we don't chain up dogs for fun. The dogs that we do chain up, or we have got chained up, are so because of very particular reasons, and it's really the only option that we have for them to have a life without them being a danger to themselves or to other people. So that's it. I'm not going to go into it anymore. I'm a bit tired of well, I wouldn't say accusations, but the inference that we're somehow cruel to our dogs because we have them chained up. As I say, 4 dogs are chained up out of 11, and they are chained up for reasons. If I didn't have to have Macro and Lotus, I would probably not have them, but we are not going to abandon dogs. We won't have them killed, so that's the way it is. Anyway, enough of that. Let's be more positive. What you got there? Huh? He's got an old toddy palm that's fallen down. He's still very much a puppy. He's not quite 1 year old yet. He will be in a fortnight. Dad's got a lot of mummy ducks who are either sitting on eggs or have just had eggs. This is an injured duck, unfortunately. One of our eggy ducks. She's got injured by an imposter dog that came in. Here's mummy duck, one mummy duck anyway, with her babies. Zhao took her down and the baby's down under a cloth here, but she wasn't too happy about it, and she's bitten Zhao and made her bleed and whatever. But there she is, all her babies. She's covering them up at the minute. They've only just hatched. How many? No, baby. 9 babies she's got. This nest is full of eggs. Mummy's away somewhere at the minute. This nest is also full of eggs. Mummy's away doing. Here we have another nest full of eggs. And then there's one more there. Another one there sat on the nest, another one there behind the sheets of wood and what have you, and the straw bale. And one more under there. So yeah, she's covered it up because the crows come and eat them. And one final nest here inside the shed. There are more nests outdoors over there by the side of the pool as well. Yeah, over there there's 3 more mummies with eggs and in a nest. But yeah, there's a lot of mummies and babies on the way now. What's the matter with you? Poor girl. Gap, 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 gap. Gap, 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 gap. Handicap duck, yeah. So as you see, it's all happening in Duckland. Ducks everywhere. Now we've only got two fellas, so we're getting quite a lot of duck eggs from the other ones, although they're not the sort that people normally have for duck eggs, because they can't fertilise all the eggs all the time. They're a bit outnumbered, so we've still got plenty of eggs, although our egg ducks are dwindling in numbers fast, unfortunately. Joe ate an egg this morning. It was absolutely massive. Never seen an egg like it. It was like a bloody ostrich egg, and it had 2 yolks. And when I put it in the pan, it was just like 2 large eggs with 2 big yolks. Not like 2 half-size, a double yolk, but 2 half-size normal yolks. It was 2 full-size yolks in this massive egg. Oh yeah, there's my doggy. And yeah, eggs, ducks. We come out to buy some pallets, but the fella's not there at the minute, but he said he'd be back in about half an hour, so we're going to find something to eat. It's very busy here where we are. Right, I've sat down here and we've ordered some food. Kanamukap along the side of the water here, but of course along the side of the road where there's a lot of traffic. We're just down from the pallet seller. Okay, looks good. Give it a try. Joe's eating ginseng, so nothing very fancy with that. And Joe's ginseng, a big size for hungry girls. Right, we're back. I stopped to get some curry on the way back, and I will show you the pallets now. What he was selling on Facebook Marketplace and what was for sale weren't the same things, but these will do. They're not great, but they're only 80 baht a piece, which is 80 baht is about 23 Swedish kronor, so a couple of USD, and they will do the job, at least in the short term. Oh, it's 1:45, 10 to 2, so I've got 10 minutes before I start work, so I'm going to make a cup of tea and get myself organised. Guys, good morning. Tuesday morning, about 10:30 now. I'm going out for a walk because we don't have any plans to go anywhere today and do anything. Jazz wants to get on a plantation, and which means if we don't go anywhere and do stuff like we normally do here, there and everywhere, I don't get in many steps. So I decided to go for a walk before it gets too hot. It's very sunny though, so I've actually put some sun cream on for once on my bald head. Yeah, I fed the dogs and I fed Jar, but I didn't eat myself this morning yet. I wasn't hungry because I didn't eat my dinner last night until like 10:30, 11:15, because I was very busy with work. So I had a meeting directly after my official lunch break, and I didn't want to like normally if I was a bit short of time like that, I just take it and eat it at my desk, but I didn't want to do that because I was in an online meeting for 2 hours, so ended up being late after work before I ate. Anyway, all that meant that I wasn't very hungry this morning yet, so I'll go for a walk now, and then I'll have a bit of late breakfast, early lunch, I suppose. As I say, we're not going anywhere, doing anything today, so it'll just be biding time until it's time for work at 2 o'clock. I do have some jobs to do on the farm here, but I really don't feel like it at the minute, so they can wait. And yeah, the sun is warm, even though it's early. Well, I say it's early, it is getting up now. It's almost 28 degrees, I think. So, but it's pleasant, you know, at this time of the year. It's not like it is in the warm season, at least. Guys, good morning. It's Wednesday. I say morning, it's nearly lunchtime. I've been waiting for Jaffa. He's been busy doing on a plantation and what have you. I'm sorting ducks out. I've been sorting dogs out. Macro's had a few problems recently, but anyway, we are going to go out and well, I was hoping to get breakfast out because I haven't eaten yet. I don't know whether Jav's eaten or not. Normally she'd be complaining she was hungry by now, but we need to go to Macro, and we need to get some chicken for the dogs, and we need to get some dry dog food, and we need to get some fish food, and we need to get some cat food, all dry food that we get in the city. So we're going to go in the city first, I think, and then out to Little Macro probably. So we'll see. Alright, we've come to it's a bit of a touristy kind of expat kind of place, but they've got English breakfast, so I came for have an English breakfast. Cup of cha, and Jo's got coffee. Keep her awake. Alright, breakfast has arrived. It's actually 12 o'clock, but almost. Alright, breakfast was good, and we've stopped off to get dog food and fish food and all sorts. Now we're at Little Macro. Good morning, it's Thursday. I'm busy cleaning out the doghouse for the time being. That's Mulwan and Tongdam's house. Giving it a bit of a hose down. And yeah, we've had breakfast, fed the dogs, done all the usual morning things. Jan's busy digging in the plantation now, and I'm doing a couple of chores. Got some visitors coming in a little while. Right, all done with my chores. Well, I haven't done the dishes, but I've done most of my chores. I wasn't feeling very good, so I can sit down, and then I remembered that the cricket started at 11 o'clock, so watching that now, waiting for our visitors to come. Right, looks like they've arrived. Let's go and see them. Okay, nice visit there. Sat and chatted for a while, and we were watching the cricket at the same time. That's it. It's Thursday lunchtime. I'm about to start work, which means it's time for me to call it a day on this video, which is what I'm going to do. So as usual, thanks a lot for watching. Thanks for giving me a thumbs up. Please do leave me a comment, preferably a nice one. Share the video with your friends, and subscribe if you're not subscribed. And if you'd like to buy me a coffee, there's a link down below. And I'll catch you all on the next one in a week's time. Bye for now.